Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next video. In today's video, I wanted to tell you guys about how I potty trained Nori in about 3 days and maybe even give you a couple tips and tricks along the way. For those of you that are new here, I have a 2.5, almost 3-year-old daughter. Her name is Noriel, and she will be 3 at the end of August. I knew that I wanted to try to potty train her before she turned 3, and what better time during this pandemic? We're all stuck at home. So if you didn't already know, I'm a full-time working mom, and since the whole pandemic started back in March, I have been working from home. I know that some states are starting to open back up, but where we are in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, we just went to the yellow phase, so things are starting to slowly open back up, but I figured this would be the best time to potty train her since I can devote the time to being home with her. We did the whole potty training process last month in the beginning of May, and I was able to get her potty trained in about 3 days. So if you want to hear more about that, then just keep watching. Okay, so I knew that Nori was ready to start potty training a few months back. She had expressed interest and she knew that you go number 1 and number 2 on the potty. And so I figured that what better time to get this done while I'm home. I was able to take a week off of work, and since we weren't going anywhere, I knew I could dedicate that entire week to getting her potty trained. Before we started the whole process, I made sure that I got some portable potties for her, as well as a sticker chart, some treats, and some potty training underwear. I will link everything that I got for her in the description box below. I was actually able to inherit some of the little potties that my sister used for her girls. I was able to get those from her and use them for Nori. So since we only have one bathroom in this house and it is upstairs, I knew I wanted to keep one of those potties down here in the living room, and then I put the other one upstairs in the bathroom. I just want to say that I didn't follow any sort of formal method, but I did pull some inspiration from one of my YouTube friends, Sienna from Frankly Franks. She posted a video about this like several months back, and I favorited that video because I knew that I was going to want to reference that when it came time to potty train Nori. So I'll also link her video in the description box below if you're interested. So on day 1 when we started, I made sure to tell Nori everything that was going to happen that day. I woke her up and I said, hey, we are potty training today, and we are not going to wear diapers anymore. We're going to wear big girl undies, and we're also going to pee-pee and poo-poo on the potty. So I made sure that I really broke it down for her, let her know what the deal was so that she knew what to expect. At first she was really excited. I showed her the potty in the bathroom, and then I showed her the potty downstairs in the living room. The first thing I did when I woke her up, I changed her out of the diaper, put the big girl undies on, and then I sat her on the potty and I told her to go potty. The first few times I sat her down, she didn't do anything. She kind of just sat there and she was like, all done, and I would look and there wouldn't be any pee in there. And I kind of explained to her that, you know, once you go pee-pee on the potty, you'll get a sticker and you'll get a piece of chocolate. And if you go number 2 on the potty, you will get a lollipop. At the time, I didn't really buy any candy because we already had a bag of candy here. So we had like the long Tootsie Rolls, and I actually just cut them into like 8ths or something like that, and she really loves Tootsie Rolls, so I knew that that would be a good treat for her, and it was something so tiny that, you know, I wouldn't mind giving her a few pieces of that during the day. And so I ended up setting a timer to go off on my Apple Watch every 15 minutes and try to sit her on the potty. After about like the 4th or 5th time that I sat her on the potty, she kind of caught on and knew what I was doing, and she actually didn't even want to go on the potty anymore. I think she was getting annoyed with the whole process that I kept making her stop what she was doing to go sit on the potty. And so I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 days were really, really rough. I almost wanted to give up, but I knew that I had the whole week off from work and that I needed to devote the time to do this, and I needed to stay consistent. So I really didn't think that she was going to get it down. I thought that we were going to have to scrap the whole thing and just start again in a few weeks. I just kept with it. I kept doing every 15 minutes, either asking her if she had to go or just bringing her over to the potty. And when she would get frustrated, I tried to, speak to her in a calm tone and just let her know, like, it's okay, you don't have to go potty this time, but maybe we'll try again next time. And just try to be really motivating, because I get it. It can be a frustrating thing for toddlers when they don't understand. And with her, like, she couldn't really grasp the concept of just like letting herself pee. It's not a natural thing. She was going potty in her diapers for so long. So that was kind of a difficult thing. But just when I thought I was ready to throw in the towel on the second day, the next day, on the third day, she finally went to the bathroom. So it was kind of funny. She had gone like the whole day doing what she normally does, where she would just get frustrated that I was asking her to even try to go. And she did have a few accidents those first 2 days, which was fine. I expected it. And the undies that I got for her were a little bit padded in the bottom, so she wasn't like full blown having an accident like everywhere. It wasn't that bad. I honestly thought the first time that she had an accident in her undies that would be it. She would be like, nope, I don't like this feeling, I'm never gonna do that again. But she still had a few accidents within those first 2 days. And then on the third day, she was actually like refusing to drink anything. I tried to push fluids on her and she was like, nope, because she knew that she was gonna have to go to the bathroom, and she kind of was starting to fear going on the potty. And I definitely didn't want that, because I didn't want her to kind of like revert back and not want to try at all. So I kind of just like let her do her thing. I didn't push too hard. I was kind of just like, let's just try, and if you can't, that's okay. And then she completely surprised us on the third day. She went on the potty. We were putting her in undies during the day and then doing pull-ups during nap time and nighttime, which we are actually still doing today. So on the third day, when she woke up from her nap, per usual, I asked her if she wanted to go sit on the potty. And so we went into the bathroom and I sat her on the potty, and I gave her my phone, either a phone or an iPad, and I just said, you know what, just take your time, sit there, we don't have to rush. I'll just sit right here and watch you. Frank ended up coming into the bathroom and sitting next to me, and we were watching the Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, I guess, singing battle on Instagram Live. And so we were just sitting there watching that, not really paying attention to Nori, just letting her do her thing, watch whatever show she was watching. And then all of a sudden she was like, I pee-pee. Frank and I were like, wait, what? And she stood up and we looked and we were like, oh my God. Like, we screamed to the point where she kind of freaked out. She kind of looked at us like, did I do something wrong? But then she realized that it was a good thing, and we were like praising her. We were like, oh my God. We were so happy. We were hugging her, kissing her, and we even took a picture of it. We took a picture of her. We were so excited. And then we made sure to let her know, now you get a piece of chocolate, really good job, and you get a sticker too. We had to let her know that she did a great thing so that it would encourage her to do it again. So that was the best day. I'll never forget it. We were just so super excited, and we told all of our family members, texted everyone that we knew, just oh my God, she finally used the potty, because I was really thinking that she just wasn't gonna get it. So that was the start of it, and from there on out she was pretty much starting to really use the potty regularly. And she did have maybe 1 or 2 accidents after that. When she would have the accidents, I would just be like, oh no, why would you go potty in your underwear? You're supposed to go potty on the potty. I didn't want to scold her, because I didn't want to kind of scare her, but I let her know that, that's not where we go potty. We don't go in our undies. And so she really started to understand it a lot more. So that was pretty much the deal. For the rest of the week, I kept up with the every 15 minutes, if not sitting her on the potty, just asking her if she had to go, just to keep her mind on it and stay on top of it, so that she knew that if she got that feeling that she had to go, that I would just always remember to even sit her on it. So definitely consistency was the thing that helped the most, and just being encouraging for her. As far as number 2 goes, I didn't really push that on her that much. I reminded her that if she went number 2 on the potty, that she would get a lollipop. She was kind of struggling during that week to go number 2 at all, I think because her mind was on going number 1 on the potty, so she wasn't really thinking about that as much. So I kind of know when Nori has to go number 2 anyway, she starts running around, and so if she was starting to do that, I would ask her if she wanted to go, and if she kind of like got upset that I even asked her, I would just say like, would you rather go in the pull-ups? Like, that's fine if you want to go in the pull-ups. So I would just put a pair of pull-ups on her to go number 2 if I really felt like, you know, she wasn't able to do it on the potty. Because sometimes I would just sit her there and she would just like sit there for sometimes a half hour and just like watching the iPad and just not going. And honestly, she still even does that today. She still struggles a little bit, but for the most part, she is going number 1 and number 2 full-time on the potty, which we are super excited about. It took her until the 7th day. Right at the very end of that potty training week is when she finally went number 2 on the potty, and I really wasn't even pushing for her to do that. I knew that going pee-pee was like the number 1 priority, and if she went number 2, that was a bonus, but I wasn't going to push that on her, and I'm so excited that she was able to accomplish both of those in 1 week. The sticker chart I picked out for her came with like a whole kit. It had the sticker chart, it had instructions, a certificate. It even had like a crown that you could put on them when they finish the whole potty training process. And it came with like 2 sheets of stickers. So every time she went potty, she was able to pick a sticker and have a piece of chocolate. I really recommend the chart. We just hung it up in our kitchen. She was able to see her progress and stick a sticker on the chart whenever she went. So that's pretty much it. So the top 3 things to remember are to stay consistent, be encouraging, and don't give up, because if I'm being honest, I was completely ready to give up after 2 days, but I'm so glad I didn't, because now she is fully potty trained. If you have any questions or I forgot to link something, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Or even feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I will leave my handle on the screen right here. And if you need some words of encouragement, I would be happy to talk to you over there, because I know that potty training a toddler is a tough process. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna end it right here. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and click that red subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye. And then this was actually, why do I keep saying actually? Actually. I literally say actually like all the time.